It's time
for wrestling.
Tuesday.
Hello, folks. Welcome to this week's edition of Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. I am your host, Ronald Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. Appreciate everybody stopping in and checking out this video. For those of you who this is the first time you checking it out, what I do is every Tuesday I ask 5 questions, all dealing with the sport of professional wrestling. Before we get to the questions, let's get to the BS first. If you like it, click the like button, leave a comment, let me know how you did. And also, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. Without no further ado, let's let her rip.
Question
Number 1.
All right, question number 1. Who won the inaugural Women's Royal Rumble? Was it A, Sasha Banks, B, Paige, or C, Asuka? Alright, question number 1 again. Who won the inaugural Women's WWE Royal Rumble? Was it A, Sasha Banks, B, Paige, or C, Asuka? Well, on that night, nobody was ready for her. And yes, it was C, Asuka. Asuka won the 30 Women Royal Rumble. And she went on to face Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Even though I was really pulling for her and was hoping she won, but she wound up coming up short and tapping out to Charlotte Flair's figure 8 leg lock. I do highly recommend. This is a good women's match here. Go back to that WrestleMania. Check it out. Very good match. Next.
Question.
Number 2.
All right. Question number 2. Who did Ric Flair defeat to win his 7th NWA/WCW World Heavyweight Championship? Was it A, Ricky Steamboat, B, Sting, or C, Ron Garvin? Alright, question number 2 again. Who did Ric Flair defeat to win his 7th NWA/WCW World Heavyweight Championship? Was it A, Ricky Steamboat, B, Sting, or C, Ron Garvin? The answer is B, Sting. Yes, this was during the Jim Hurt era. That's the reason you see Ric Flair with that haircut. If you listen to interviews, I think Ric Flair even said himself, this was, like I said, the Jim Hurt era. He wanted Ric Flair to cut his hair and call himself Spartacus, or Spartacus Ric Flair. Basically, yeah, cut his hair, wear an earring, but Ric Flair, I guess, had enough of Jim Herd. Said, screw this, I'm going to New York, which meant they went to the WWF and won their World Rumble, won their World Championship as well. Anyway, yes, Ron Garvin, he was a former world champion. He ended Ric Flair's 4th, and of course, when Flair defeated him, that began his 5th, and Ricky Steamboat, after Ric Flair defeated Ricky Steamboat, that began his 6th reign, and this was tying Harley Race for the number of times that he won the World Championship at number 7. Of course, Ric Flair would go on to become a 16-time, if you count, the WCW, NWA, and WWE World Championship reigns. All right, let's go to question number 3.
Question
number 3.
All right, question 3. What event had the first Elimination Chamber match? Was it Survivor Series 2002, B, Survivor Series 2003, or C, Survivor Series 2004? All right, question number 3. What pay-per-view event had the first Elimination Chamber match? Was it A, Survivor Series 2002, B, Survivor Series 2003, or C, Survivor Series 2002? The answer is A, Survivor Series 2002, which was won by Shawn Michaels. This was his second match after the back surgery that did put him in retirement. So this was big comeback. It was for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, Shawn Michaels won, last defeating Triple H, I do believe. So yeah, that was the first one, and now they have their own pay-per-view, kind of like Money in the Bank.
Question.
Number 4 sheet.
All right, number 4. What did Big Time Wrestling change their name to in 1981? Was it A, Central States Wrestling, B, Texas All-Star Wrestling, or C, World Class Championship Wrestling? All right, number 4 again. What did Big Time Wrestling change its name to in 1981? Was it A, Central States Wrestling, B, Texas All-Star Wrestling, or C, World Class Championship Wrestling? Guys, gals, softball question here. So it was C, World Class Championship Wrestling. Well, I think it's a softball question. That's kind of the ever since the movie came out, that's been the big classic promotion, has been World Class Championship Wrestling. But yeah, it was called Big Time Wrestling. I forgot the dates, but to get the proper history of World Class, I did do a classic wrestling reminiscing about World Class Championship Wrestling, as a review of the Vice series, Tales from the Territory. Check it out. Thought I did pretty good on that one. Anyway, let's go to the next one.
Question.
Number 5.
All right, here we go. Question number 5, main event question of the week. Who was the first African American NWA Georgia/National television champion? Was it A, Abdul the Butcher, B, Tony Atlas, or C, Thunderbolt Patterson? Alright, question number 5 again. Who was the first African American NWA Georgia/National television champion? Was it A, Abdul the Butcher, B, Tony Atlas, or C, Thunderbolt Patterson? Well, if you said Thunderbolt Patterson, unfortunately you're wrong. It was Mr. USA himself, Tony Atlas. At this time, I think it was 1979, 78, somewhere around there. It was just called the NWA Georgia Television Championship. Once it became known as World Championship Wrestling, not the WCW in the 90s, whatever. When the program was called World Championship Wrestling instead of just Georgia Championship Wrestling, they changed the name up to National Television Championship. I believe my timeline is wrong, right on that one. If I'm kind of wrong on that timeline, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, appreciate everybody watching and tuning in. I'll do the spiel one more time. Click the like button, share with friends, leave a comment. Let me know how you did. Hey, did you notice I got a new logo here? So let me know what you thought about the logos. Put a little more bells and whistles in between the questions. Also, got a new intro. Let me know what you think about all of it. Until next week, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Thank you for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. And of course, this is the part where I ask you, if you're not a subscriber yet, to click on that subscribe button, leave a like, also share with friends. And if you want to follow me on social media, on Twitter, X, it's at RRPATRPTV46. On Facebook, it's this Ronald Ray. And yes, I need to turn in my man card because I do have a TikTok. You can find me on TikTok at RP2Vision. As always, You have a good one and take it easy.